I had a little mishap in an order from Vestiaire Collective. Not Vestiaire Collective's fault, but basically, I'm gonna return this right after we've had this chat. But first, we need to talk about it because I think we can have some learnings today. Basically, if you are a regular to this channel, then you would know that on my wish list, I have had an Hermès Clic H bracelet in a navy blue color in either gold or palladium. Like, that doesn't really matter to me. I've been scrolling on Vestiaire Collective, my favorite pastime, and I found this gorgeous bracelet, right? It's navy blue, it is gold, it looks fabulous. The girlie said that it's new, she has the box, she has the dust bag, and she has the receipt. I'm like, OMG, fabulous. Why is she selling it to me at a reasonable price? I do not know, but whatever. She basically sold it to me at half off versus retail. I was like, that is a good deal. Half off on Hermes, like, say less, literally. So I did purchase the little Hermes bracelet. It showed up, and immediately when I saw the box, I'm like, that does not look right. This is authentic. This is the one I got. I immediately, like I said, when I saw the box, I'm like, I have suspicions. Suspicions are rising. This gives me red flags. First off, it has text here. None of my Hermes boxes has text. This one I bought directly from the Hermes store. So I have no doubts. This is 100% authentic, right? This, why does it have text here? Why does it say Bracelet Clic H Palladium Ultramarine when it's not palladium, it's gold? That gave me red flags. I open it up, another red flag. I see an Hermes tag. Hermes does not do tags like this. If we open up the authentic one, there's no tag. And there's no tag like under here either, right? So we'll talk about that later. But basically, what I thought we'd do today, we can do a little, you know, if you buy an Hermès Clic H bracelet and it possibly appears to be non-authentic, I could help you authenticate it. I mean, I'm taking no liability, right? But just as a reference point in case you have doubts. So we open up the little box. I tried to lift this up. I realized that this is not a dust bag. It's just a little flap opening, and also the Hermes logo is too big. That is not how the Hermes logo looks in the authentic packaging. This is how the authentic Hermes packaging looks. Do you see? It's a lot more quiet luxury, if you will, versus this. And also, why is this box so big? I'm like, this is not right, but okay, we continue. The Hermes bracelet is just bopping around in here, and it has some sort of soft cushioning, right, which also is too high to make the box fully close when the Hermes bracelet is in there. I can fully close it when it's not in there, but when the bracelet is in there, you cannot fully close the box, which doesn't feel very Hermes to me. And I bought this thinking it would be 100% authentic, and the girlie who sold it to me has had the audacity to reach out, and she's like, OMG, what happens now? I'm like, I mean, obviously I'll send it back to Vestiaire Collective and then we'll see what they do from there, right? But whatever. Here is the bracelet. Like, if you have an untrained eye, you might think, OMG, that is fabulous. That's beautiful, right? Look at it. Like, it looks like a nice looking bracelet. I think though, feeling the little enamel, I think this is not real enamel. It feels plasticky to me. It's already gotten some scratches from just existing. Like, it feels more tacky than the Hermes enamel does. Like, the Hermes enamel feels very much like enamel does. It does not have any tackiness. When I do this to this, it feels a little bit like plastic, which is a red flag on its own, right? The bracelet, when I try to open it, like the little click thingy, like, it's so, like, I have to, like, use actual force to make it move, right? And then this opens, like, super easily. Like, it doesn't give luxurious vibes, this. And also the Hermes text is so big compared to, like, my Hermes bracelet text. And I have a collection, because now you might think, well, who are you to judge, right? I have a collection of Hermès Clic H bracelets. I have 6 of them. I've worn one basically every single day for the past like 12 years. So I have had my fair share of experience. Like when I open this, like, did you see how smooth that is? And then this has a little bit of like resistance, right? And then you close it like that. This, I have to force to open, and then OMG, what is that? That doesn't feel very like Hermes and high quality to me, at least. Right, then I started comparing because I'm like, okay, I have a gold one. Let me compare. First off, the shape is not fully the same. One of the H's is higher up than the other one. That's not right. And then also, if you see, the gold color on one of them is richer than the other. And obviously, they said that this should be palladium, but palladium in Hermes language is silver. This is gold. That is bad copying to me. I could make a better copy. Not that I have any interest in doing that, but you know. And then if we look here, the shape is a little bit different once again on the back. Obviously, mine has some scratches and stuff. The black one, right? The fake one is the blue. The authentic one is the black. The black one has some scratches, but obviously I've worn this since like 2013 on like a weekly basis, basically. So this one, I'm not surprised that it has scratches, but I think it's held up pretty well, to be completely honest. Now, for the comparison of the text and stuff, I'm gonna try to show you, but if this is not possible, then we might have to put in like a photo or something, but I think you can see there, right? The text looks a lot bigger and clunkier on the blue one versus the black one that's a little bit more subtle and small. So what have we learned here? I think we've learned that, in my professional opinion, this is fake. I will send this into Vestiaire Collective because I basically, right when I saw this, I'm like, this is not what I want. This is not authentic. So then I sent them a note. You have 72 hours to report an issue. I did report an issue basically right away when I opened the parcel because I'm like, this is not the vibes for me. So I reported an issue. I think a couple of hours, got an email back saying, thank you for reporting this to us. We will send you a return label, right, so that I can ship it back. If they agree with my assessment that it's not authentic, then I'll just get a full refund. The girlie who sold this asked me if she will get the bracelet back. I've got no idea of what happens on the seller side if you try to sell something inauthentic, and quite frankly, I do not care. If you try to sell inauthentic things, I have no mercy. I have no demure vibes for you. I think selling inauthentic things is disgusting. We don't do that. That's not okay. Moreover, on this journey of the fake vibes, what I want to show you here is basically that the Hermes receipt that she sent, it doesn't say that it's ultramarine in gold. It says that it's an orange, but it doesn't say that it's ultramarine like the packaging says in terms of the color, right? Which also gives me the vibe that this is not authentic, or at least this receipt is not the receipt that belonged to the original bracelet. And just so that you can see, it has the Hermes logo right there, and then it has the address of the person who bought at least this orange bracelet, right? And this person bought it for 640 euros. Also, what is this little tag? Also on like inauthentic Birkin bags, I've seen some of these tags too, so I think when you see a tag like this, just run the other direction and don't buy the Hermes item, because my Hermes Birkins, they have no tags on them. Hermes bags do not have tags. This one I bought at NK, which is one of our department stores, which has Hermes in it in Stockholm. I'm not gonna show you the receipt, but the receipt is basically just like a store receipt. And it just says basically Hermes Bracelet Clic H PM. And then just Hermes Stockholm. It has some details on it, but just basically like this. And this is old, so the writing is basically wearing off. And then it's just the NK information on the background. And that's the only receipt I got. I'm not sure if you go to like a flagship store, I'm not sure if they print stuff like this for you, but in the little Hermes boutique in Stockholm, they don't do that. Instead of that little weird tag in the authentic box, you have one of these little guys. This is basically just a little, there we go, do you see this? Yes, there we go. So this is what you get in the box. You don't get any like fancy little tags, obviously. And the dust bag is an actual dust bag that you can take out and then put your little Hermès Clic H bracelet in like so. What will happen now? I'll just pack this up in the same packaging that it came in, and then I'll just drop this off at my local UPS office, have it sent back to Vestiaire Collective, and then they're gonna do an authentication on it. If it's authentic, which I really don't think it will be, then they will put it up on my Vestiaire Collective page to sell it on. If it's inauthentic, then I'll just get a full refund, and I'm assuming they'll just either, I don't know, discard this or send it back to the seller. I'm not sure it's great to send it back to the seller because she'll probably just try to sell it to someone else. I guess if you don't know, right? You get a receipt, you're like, ooh, cool, amazing, I got a receipt. Then you get a tag, you're like, ooh, this is new, amazing. Then you see this, you're like, ooh, there's Hermes on this. You open it up, and also the stitching on this is horrendous. This is not Hermes level stitching. Do you see the stitching on this? This looks fake to me. And then you open it up and you're just like, ah, look at my bracelet, you know? No. If you buy something like this and you're like, is this really authentic? If it looks like this, I would say no, it's not. And also, why is there padding in here so that you can't close the box when the bracelet is in there? This is not giving me Hermes vibes. Obviously, that was a little comparison so that if you buy an Hermes bracelet and you're not sure if it's authentic, I hope I gave you some indicators of what is an authentic bracelet versus what's not an authentic bracelet. Obviously, this is not my only bracelet in my collection. Like I said, I have 6 of them. This is one of them. I thought I would wear the orange Hermes vibes for the Hermes video. I have no life, clearly, which is why I could authenticate this myself. Yes, I agree. I need to get a life. That is the key takeaway from this video. Now we have an end to the Hermes bracelet story. So what happened? It basically turned out exactly like I thought it would. I sent the bracelet back to Vestiaire Collective for a authentication by them. They said they agreed. The bracelet is inauthentic. So now we have it confirmed. The bracelet is inauthentic. The seller was scamming people. That is horrible. How can people do that to other people? That is mind-boggling to me, and I don't want to think about it because I think it's just mean. We don't need mean people. We need demure, kind people in this world who do not try to sell inauthentic things to other people. Right, but that aside, I have gotten a full refund from Vestiaire Collective. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that seller now, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the bracelet, if they'll send it back or not. I haven't really asked, to be completely honest, but the whole process took like 2 weeks, I think. It should have taken 1 week, but then Vestiaire Collective sent me an email. They were like, we're apologizing for the delay. It's taking longer than expected due to a high volume of Black Friday orders and due to the holidays, blah, blah, blah. I get it. It's not the ideal time to be sending stuff back and trying to get it authenticated. It makes total sense. But got the full refund. What happened though, what I think was interesting was that the seller, like after I reported her, she uploaded a bunch of Hermes bracelets. And I think she sold like 53 of them. So she probably had like a stash of Hermès Clic H bracelets that are inauthentic that she wanted to just sell one by one on Vestiaire Collective. Because when I bought it, I think she had like a few of them up, not many, not something that would make me suspicious. But when I reported it, then she was like, no, this is the first time something like this has happened to me. What will happen now? Then she probably thought, well, let me just try to sell as many as possible. So I think she sold 53. Now when I checked back, when Vestiaire Collective told me that the bracelet was inauthentic, then that number had gone down to 51. So I'm not sure if Vestiaire Collective canceled those orders that she had like pending, but that was scary. Like, how can someone sell like 50 fake Hermès Clic H bracelets. And one thing that I thought was a little bit strange was that Vestiaire Collective's algorithm didn't seem to catch it, right? Because if someone uploads so many of like one specific item, is it realistic that someone is just selling their pre-loved items on the site? If one seller puts out that many of the same ads, shouldn't Vestiaire Collective's algorithm pick that up? In the time of 2025, where algorithms like literally rule our lives, shouldn't like an algorithm be able to pick that up? I think it should. So maybe Vestiaire Collective, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, but that could be an improvement suggestion from yours truly. Have an algorithm or system that would pick up if someone is trying to just upload a bunch of things that are looking the same with the same photos. But that little ramble aside, I have checked back on the seller's page, and basically all her items are now marked as sold, so I'm guessing that Vestiaire Collective has blocked her or something, because now it's not possible to buy anything from her anymore, which I think is great. Because if she's trying to sell one Hermès Clic H bracelet that is inauthentic, likely she has more, like 100 of them or something, if she's already sold 50, right? So I'm happy about that. I got my full refund. I'm a little bit sad that the bracelet was not authentic, because now I still have a navy blue or dark blue or green or something, right? Hermès Clic H bracelet on my wish list. But you know, it was not my time. It was not meant to be. What's meant to be will be, and I will find my Hermès Clic H bracelet at some point. Obviously, I have 6 of them. I don't need one. Maybe this was karma telling me that, Amanda, you should not buy more Hermès Clic H bracelets. You already have 6 of them. Something else that I was thinking, why doesn't Vestiaire Collective have like a rating system of sellers? Because like most other sites, like if you look at something like eBay, there you can rate the sellers, like how your experience was with that seller. Why doesn't Vestiaire Collective have that? My dad said, he's like, what was this like rating of the seller? I'm like, you can't rate sellers on Vestiaire Collective. He's like, that's weird. Like on all sites where you buy cars or guitars or whatever, right? You can rate the sellers, which I think would have been good in this type of instant, right? Where a seller was trying to do not great things to us buyers, right? I think you could have caught it earlier if there was like a rating system of sellers, right? Rant aside, I'm happy that Vestiaire Collective agreed with my assessment and that I got a full refund, because that bracelet, in my opinion, was not anywhere near the quality that I would expect from Hermes, right? I think it was good customer service from Vestiaire Collective, because obviously I got to return the item for free. I got the authentication done by them. That did prove it was fake. I then got my refund within, I think it was 2 days or something. I think their email said that I should get the refund within 5 business days. Got it within 2, and now everything is settled, basically. So that was, I guess, an undramatic end to this story, but I'm happy that Vestiaire Collective once again did prove to me that they do have great customer service and that they do care about only selling authentic things, because obviously there are people out there that are trying to scam us with inauthentic things, and we don't like that. And Vestiaire Collective does take their responsibility in making sure that inauthentic things do not pass through their site. So I'm happy about that. What did we learn? We learned that maybe it's good to always send things through the authentication, but I think this was a good experience for us. We got to authenticate a little Hermès Clic H bracelet together. I hope this helped you in case you have been sold an Hermès Clic H bracelet that you're not sure if it's authentic. Or maybe you're just curious to see what an inauthentic Hermès Clic H bracelet looks like. Did you also pick up on all the little clues that this is inauthentic? Maybe we're all just authenticators at this point, guys. Thank you so much for coming on this little journey with me. I put out videos on Thursdays and Sundays at 3 p.m. Swedish time, so I hope to see you back here very, very soon for more luxurious style content. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.